My thoughts want to go everywhere, but let's try to make this as quick as possible and speak as slow as possible. I want to tell you the truth. I want to see what I want to tell you what I exactly see, but I need you to consent to the fact that well, not to be creepy, not to be an oracle of some sorts, but I can figure out all the points and why you're having your issues, and I know why I'm having my issues too. And it's because I'm afraid of what exactly. I do realize this is a generated game by me mentally, so therefore, what am I afraid of? My power. But what power do I have if I'm always leaving these rooms? Who the fuck was I? I don't know. Let's ask. Let's regale. Let's ask the people that have no reason to lie. I am somebody, but typically a nobody when I first enter the room. But when I go to leave, they tend to maybe tell, remember. I don't know exactly, because to say that they remembered me, to say that they will be happy to see me, to say is to assume that they actually did give a shit and they weren't lying to me. To say and to assume is to make you guys believe that I have an ego. Of course they're not going to forget me. How are you going to forget me? I am the larger than can be. No, I expect them to forget me. I don't know if they will remember me, and if I ever see them, I'm going to question when did we interact with each other. I've done a lot of things. I continue to do a lot of things. I'm trying to remember. I'm not trying to be a dick. Like, hey, I'm just too busy to remember. No, I just am traumatized, and I just figure, well, I don't need to always be stuck on the things. Like, I didn't even get the time and energy to learn more people personally. I did want to get a deeper knowing of others, but we met where we were supposed to meet. And I don't want to take things so personally, but I'm such a personable person. I really wanted to tell you the things that I done seen in you. But first, will you consent to me being weird and oracle with my shit? I can see, I can feel, I just call it a hunch or a good guess, or maybe it's just the ways that I notice these patterns and I recognize through these eyes. I see more than a lot of people do. And I wanted to warn you, but I guess, like those that tried to warn me, what's the fucking point? I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do anyway, so I guess I might as well shut the fuck up and just get out the way. It's not personal! It barely ever is. I learned your name, and that's about it. And that's not even the name that you like to be called. It's the government name. We all know each other's government, don't we? But what do the community call us locally? If you went out on the streets and yelled Ethan, how many people would look? If you went on the streets and yelled the name that people tend to call me, how many people would look? So many different names. You'd be calling different names just to see me looking every single time. Like, who the fuck is he? Anybody that wants to label me in ways that I enjoy being labeled, see, they think of me as Uncle E. They think of me as the big man. They think of me as the little man. They think of me as the nerd. They think of me as the weird. They think of me as the freak. They think of me so many different ways. I'm confused on why I should think of myself. Personally, I don't perceive myself to be any type of person. I just don't want to be perceived. Please let me be deceased. I don't want to wake up tomorrow. Please give it to somebody else but me. I probably will wake up tomorrow and it's going to bother the living shit out of me as it typically does. It's just because the existence is agonizing. It's because the way I think. It's because the way the community works, for the fact that they will never see me as a disabled person. I say it like that because I actually am a disabled person. But is it mentally or physically, or which one are they going to respect it before the other? Because I could also either have a disabled card because of the fact that I am physically disabled, but at the same time, mentally, I feel as if I could be autistic for the way that I think, the way that I speak, the way that I think of things black and white. When you tell me to shut the fuck up, now I'm not going to talk to you until you say to speak again. When you tell me to go kill myself, I actually might. When you tell me to break a leg, I actually might. When you tell me certain things, yes, I take it literally, and I know I'm not a kleptomaniac. Because everything that you have shown me is here until you say I can take. I know that you put this drink in front of me, but I don't want to drink from this cup because, well, I know that there's a time for everything, and, well, I don't know if it's time to or if it's just time to wait. Do I have to pray first? Do I have to wait until the plate is sat down? Do I have to wait? Do I have to wait? Why don't anybody explain things? Where's the syllabus for this room that I'm currently in? I want to be able to figure out if I'm doing wrong or if I'm doing right. Because it's easy to do wrong in the right place. It's easy to do right in wrong places. It's just for the fact of the matter that people don't always like to communicate things clearly. But they want to get upset at you for the fact of the matter that you should know better. How? When I'm always thinking of the fact of the matter that every room that I enter into is done differently, and for the fact that there's no one size fits all syllabus. Everybody has different things that make them happy, different things that make them pissed, and the things that make certain people happy make other people's pissed. For the fact that I think like that, I'm just like, well, and that's me commonly, constantly, not even trying to be like thinking overly. It's just happening to me. They question why I'm so fucking weird, so fucking strange. Well, if you want to get too personal, but you don't want to be personal, just exchange government names. Why am I weird? Why am I strange? I don't fucking know. Does it really matter though? I get the job done. I come to work on time. Nobody really got complaints aside from price. Wait a second though. I'm just reciting what they told me to. They told me no cancels and these are the prices though. So I gotta make sure I make enough money that way I'm profitable. That way I can continue making more profits, even though I feel like I'm a profit. So I fucking mind trying to make more people profits. I don't know why they tried to brainwash me, because now that I'm able to think freely for myself, autonomy, I realize this economy is not healthy for me. It makes me sick the way that they want me to be. I want to help the community, but they say I need to fuck the community just because I need to make more money. And if I make money, maybe I could be the king of these idiots. And I don't want to call them like that because they're not idiots, but I do feel as if you're only chasing for the bag that you don't get to take with you when you're deceased. What the fuck's the point of this to me? I know I don't get to take the memories with me, but at least these moments I'll forever hold longer in this bag that somebody's always going to be taxing on me. I never make that shit raw, but these memories, Uncle Sam ain't taxing shit. Ain't taking 10%, ain't taking 15, ain't taking 40. These memories all coming back to me for me. That's why I take these photos. That's why I enjoy these slowly. Well, not necessarily. I'd be rushing through things like anxiety telling me, gotta hurry up before shit gets fucked up. And I know that's just me mentally need to slow it down, but what the fuck does that mean? It all shall pass. But I've always had thoughts of wanting to leave. It all shall pass. But I always fidget when I meet some people new. It all shall pass. But I always seem to get stuck doing these certain things that people want to overlook because they're misinformed or underinformed. It's just, well, I taught myself so I could teach you, but you seem not to want to learn from me. So therefore, I guess there's nothing wrong with me. I'm just fucking stupid. I'm just fucking crazy. I'm just a fucking idiot. I'm just whatever the hell you want to label me that makes you feel better because, oh, I would never mistreat a disabled person. What the fuck is this stupid retard doing? What the fuck is this cripple doing? What the fuck is this idiot doing? What the fuck? Well, it's not like they can hear me anyways. Like, they're disabled. They don't have feelings. I'm a dick in a different way. I respect you until you show me not to. Respect is earned, but respect is lost just as easy as it is earned. I just try to respect everybody for coexisting until I know you personally enough to be able to hate you. I have no reason to, so the most respectful thing that I can do is absolutely ignore you as if you don't exist to me. That is the kindest version I can be because I am an asshole and kind of a lot to deal with, especially if you don't know me personally. But if you know me personally, then you know that I have no bad intentions, although I do have a criminal mindset. I mean, my mindset criminalistic, not quite on yet. I'm just thinking of the fucked up shit that I could do but won't do until somebody pushed me to do it for the money. Fuck the money. I ain't even hungry. I'm 5'6". I should be starving the way that people taller than me just like I need to eat. But I'm just figuring out that a lot of this can be done if I just network it, just be willing to kiss certain asses, suck certain dicks. But I'm not a homosexual type of person, so realistically, I just need to be able to flex my brain enough that they see value in me, intrinsic value. But in reality, you're only as valuable as the community determines you to be, and that's just because of the way that you're able to produce things fast, the way that you're able to get people to move fast, the way that you're able to get groups together. I realize how I can monetize myself, but fuck this shit! I only want to be rich for the world. But for me to give it out would just mean I put a target on my back. For me to stay where I am just means I just want to kill myself even more. Either way, I'm going to die. Why can't I have fun while doing it? I can. That's why it's not personal when I leave works. I don't know you personally. I just know your government name. And I really did want to try and know you personally, but too much emotions. Who gives a shit? Come on. It's just a fucking job. We're just acquaintances. And I'm really trying to get to know you personally. And if you do know me personally, then you realize this is agonizing to me to work for a community, to work for a corporation, to do this shit that means nothing to me. I wanted to touch people. I'm like a pedophile does. Respectfully, consensually, I showed the world there is still peace. But in the time span of giving the world pieces of me, I've lost myself. And I do this often in overworking, outburning. I'll work as many hours as you want me to just so I can learn. Do I want this? Nope. I've come to realize I've had way more work relationships than I've had real dating relationships. And it's because work makes more sense to me than dating does. And I could tell when I'm fucked easier in work environments than when I am in dating, as well as work environments have promotions. Dating promotions are like, we're talking, now we're dating, now we're married, now we have kids. at some point or another, we're supposed to buy a house and merge things together and have that merger, and that sole proprietorship turns into a partnership. But there's no one size fits all for anything when it comes to running a business, when it comes to running a relationship. So therefore, it's hard to really judge others based off of what you deem to be normal in your type of situation. So I try to be. That's it. I try to be. To know your life is to be able to willingly sit there and listen to you tell the truth, but not everybody speaks so honestly. Even sometimes I get it mixed up, and I'm willing to admit, hey, I'm sorry, I was misinformed, or I'm sorry I misinformed you. I'm willing to do some of the things that people aren't willing to, and that's why I feel so broken in this world. What's wrong with you? I'm aware that I'm insane as well as crazy. I see the game that they're playing. I try to tell other people, but fuck it. By the time that you guys wake up, well, fuck it. By the time you guys are aware, well, fuck it. By the time I'm woken up before everybody else is, y'all still in nap time, and I'm just like, who the fuck do I play with? I don't do it for the money, and I'll never do it for the money. I'll do a lot of things, regardless if you pay me or not. I'm a good person because it didn't matter if they were watching. It didn't matter if money was coming. I did it because, well, why the fuck not? None of this shit matters anyway, so why am I suffering at places I don't want to be? It's not personal! I only know my fucking government name. If you knew me personally, then you would understand why I'm fucking leaving. This ain't a place for me. This ain't a place for me to grow. This ain't a place for me to be, but it seems like some of you guys are aware. No matter where I go, Mr. Nobody becomes Mr. Somebody just to be Mr. Nobody again. And that's fine with me. I wasn't meant to stay. Hence why I'm disabled anyways. Regardless if you respect me or not, I came to do what I came to do. And now it's time to leave. I take too many things personal, and I should realize in life. The biggest thing you're supposed to learn is detachment. Blood means nothing. I'm an orphan, come on. Getting attached to coworkers, come on, how many jobs I've had? I've had more jobs, I've had significant others, and that's because, like I said, dating makes more sense to me. Yeah, work makes more sense to me. I got fucked up. I don't know why. Dating doesn't make sense to me, and the fact of the matter is, your negotiations could easily be tampered with. There is no better business bureau to really snitch on your significant other for being a shitty partner, as well as when you get fired, break up, quote unquote. There's no fucking workman's comp or anything like that, or like what's the word I'm looking for? Pay time off. That's not paid. Pay time off is not when you get fired. Unemployment. There we go. So therefore, like, I get how to date. And in my idealistic world, a lot of things are a lot smoother inside my head. But when it comes to reality, I do realize what makes reality so beautiful is the untamed chaoticness that it is. So I can paint it perfect, but I know it's not going to come out like I want it to. So therefore, if it's not going to come out like I want it to, I don't want to interact with it. But if I'm not worried about how it comes out, I don't give a shit. So that's the main reason why I don't do a lot of things, because it's like, it's too unpredictable. And I want it to be a predictable outcome. Whereas some things I'm like, it's unpredictable, but fuck it, I don't care to predict it anyways. And then some things it's like, that was, come on. That was easy mathematics, you stupid. Or maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just being an asshole again. Like, my issue isn't working. My issue might be just working in America. My issues might be working with bigger corporations. My issues might be because I'm fucking autistic and nobody wants to admit it. I'm kidding. I keep fucking dropping hints. Nobody gives a shit. Either way, I don't mind working as long as you listen to me, as long as you respect me, as long as you're aware that I'm gonna burn myself out eventually. I feel like from all the years I've been working, my best work schedule would be like fucking 4 days on, 3 days off. That way it gives me recovery time, especially if I'm doing manual labor. But I do realize the ways that company use and abuse you, it's basically like, we all get pimped out. And they want us to keep doing tricks after tricks after tricks after tricks after tricks after tricks. Like, I do realize a little bit I am kind of spoiled. They kind of do overgloss certain things with me, but it's just like, I don't care. Generally don't care. And it's not like, oh, the money could be better. It's just, I don't generally think there's anything I can make that a company could do to make me stay. Like, you could pay me better. You could even pay for my room and board. You can do everything that I would ask of you, and I'd still probably eventually leave just from sheer boredom. And it's just like I need to be challenged. Now I'm not saying I'm not challenged here. My issue is that I am challenged as well as there. My issue is with the same issue I have in a lot of companies. It's where it's you can get over that hurdle, but the hurdles are endless. You can climb that mountain, but there's no peak to it. You can keep doing good, but there's no okay, you're done doing good. There's keep doing better, keep doing better, keep doing better, keep doing better. Do better than you did last day. Do better than you did last day. Can we just enjoy? Can we just coast? Can we just have fun? No! Gotta break the record of the record of the record of the record. Bitch, the record's gonna break if you keep breaking the fucking record. I'm just saying, at some point or another, I hate doing repetitive shit, which is why I'm so fucking sporadic and so weird and so blah this and blah blah. I don't have same fucking days. I don't even have to leave the fucking house to still have a different fucking day. I don't have fucking repetitiveness. Or maybe I do, I just don't fucking realize it or know it's repetitiveness. Either way, it's just no, fuck you. You're gonna always ask for more. If you give a mouse a cookie, literally, that's work 101 in America. If you achieve your boss's goals that were not supposed to be done, he's gonna create more goals. If you are able to do all the jobs done with short staffing, he's gonna keep cutting staff. I keep saying he as if the boss can't be a shitty female or a shitty. Either way, if you show them you can, they continue to do. That's not what I'm saying. If you continue to show them that you can work with less, they'll continue to cut you. If you show them you can do more with less, they'll continue to give you more and expect more with less and less accommodations. And that's one of my biggest mistakes. I showed that I can work without any accommodations when in reality, a lot of the things I did, I should have been trained proper. I should have had the right guys around me. I should have. But at the end of the day, most corporations don't care as long as one, the job gets done. Two, there's a good sufficient enough money made while getting that job done, as well as three, nobody complains. Get the job done, make a lot of money, and nobody complains. The main three things you need to do to make sure a corporation stays successful and not have your ass most of the times. Oh, also keep growing, because you can never stay constant. Because corporations always gonna want more and want more and want more. It's like when you're dicking down the chick, give me more. Bitch, I gave you all my what you mean deeper? What you mean more? It's like trying to satisfy a fucking man child. Oh, you cook for me. Oh, you cuddle me. Oh, you do everything for me. It's like dealing with somebody that doesn't know how to deal with existence. Like, I will admit I do have some shitty qualities. There's no way in hell I'm fucking perfect. I'm never gonna try to be perfect. I'm just trying to be good enough for myself. I'm trying to be tolerable enough for a significant other, but at the same time, we gotta be on the same page in the same book, because it doesn't matter if we're on the same page, if we're in the fucking same book. I've been trying to tell people this. I might be smart, but I do a lot of stupid shit, and that's because I still gotta learn. Sometimes I can't answer the questions. Sometimes I gotta experience the fucking answers, and the reason for that is, I don't know, life be like that. So what I'm trying to explain to y'all is, and mainly myself, is fuck it. It's fun while it lasts. And once the fun's done, find some other fun. Run. Who said I had to say? For me personally, I ain't got a kid. I got a car note, so what's that mean? I at least make X amount of money. That way I can continue to do what I want to do. So as long as I make X amount of money, it doesn't matter where I stay. As long as I make X amount of money, car note's covered, gym membership's covered, and those are the only things I really have to pay. Room and board is flexible, and depending on where I stay, it could be up or down. So really, it's the range on how the jobs pay me, who I'm around community, because rent cheap here, but I still don't like the city. I still don't like the state. Don't get me wrong, these people aren't too bad, but hey, you only know my government name. I try to teach you guys me personally, but, well, it'd be force feeding. Not my nigga thoughts or opinions or energies. It's just I am a lot for most people, so I stick to recording and talking to myself because, well, it costs money to get anything, and pretty sure I'd cause my therapist to need a therapist, so I just leave the people alone and talk to myself, because when I'm the one that gives advice to others, who the fuck's giving advice to me? I guess myself. And I talk just to reply. I try to be a nice person, but reality teaches me that there's a difference between kindness and calculative. Am I nice? Or am I making sure? Me? You must be psychotic. I couldn't even ask for my own shit back. Allowing me do all that? Ask my peers. I'm too stupid. I'm too incompetent. I'm too unskillful. I'm whatever they think I am. But you don't want to know me. You only know my government. That's not even the right one. So many identities. It's fucking crazy. And it's not even me intentionally. It's just I was born one, changed to another, and the community calls me whatever the fuck they want to. But will they respect me? I don't know. I don't demand it. I don't ask for it. I don't really care for it. But know this. I stay where I'm appreciated, and I revisit where people love me. People say things, but when talk is cheap, I can only afford it. I can only afford to talk to you, so please don't ask me to do a damn thing. And that's how I think. When talk is cheap, of course you don't talk to me. It's too damn expensive to move. You might break a bone or something. So therefore, I'm listening to you. But these words start to put me to sleep. Never mind. I have to learn to always do. When you speak to me, who are you? I don't know. Do you speak honestly? Or do you just speak what you think is honest to you? Or do you just speak to get me to listen just because, well, oof, I got somebody listening? Or do you speak to get me to do what you want me to do because, well, manipulation. Sometimes you can't just ask and you can't just pay me to do things I don't want to do. So make it seem more important than it truly is. It is what it is. And most of the times, you don't even know my government. It just is what it is until it isn't. That's what bothers me about existence. I wish I could have known you better. Whoever you have may been, and how many people I've gotten interactions with that seem so quick. Well, a life came and went. Either way, it's not personal. We never spend enough time to make it personal. And for those, I find it crazy to spend 10, 15, 20, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes, years, seconds, weeks just to find out some people you never really fucking knew. And just to meet them is just like, wow, how deep we have went in such little time. No penetration. But we went deep inside of each other's minds, inside of each other's trauma, inside of each other's past. I truly feel like I know you. And that's because we didn't ask those shallow questions like, how's your day? How are you feeling? But don't tell me the truth. Don't you ever, ever, ever be honest when I ask you, how are you feeling? Lie to me like I expect you to. Sheesh, I don't got the time and energy to be burdened by your shit. I got shit to do. That's why I'm always good.